Hello, Room 4 families. So, in addition to a little supply pack from the district office, everybody in Magnolia Kindergarten will be getting a big, huge envelope like this with lots of work. So, we did for 5.5 weeks until the end of September. I don't know how long we're going to be doing distance learning, so I'd rather have given you more work than not enough. If you have any questions, you can email me about it. My email address will be on the welcome letter that had the QR code for this video. But we try to make it as user-friendly as possible. So there's 2 packets, your August packet and your September packet. So for August, you can see we made it a little calendar for both months. You can see for the 19th, you need to do the journal, the A-B page, and the shape book. So if you unclip it from the paper clip, you can see here's your August journal. And right here, it's labeled 8/19 for August 19th. And they trace, my favorite color is, they pick red, they color it red, they write in red, and then they draw themselves using the red crayon. So this will be every day, as you can see, August 20th, August 21st, it'll go all the way through August, and the words are fill in the blank. So we do want to focus on handwriting. So I know this is going to be tough for them to trace the letters because they're smaller, and I know they're going to, some students sometimes are frustrated, and I say, you know, Love Bug, the only way to get better is to keep practicing. Nobody ever learned to write their name or learned to write their letters by not doing it. So I know that it's really tough, but just encourage them to keep trying. The beginning of kindergarten can be a little bit challenging because a lot of times they went from preschool or they didn't go to preschool, and this is the first time they're starting to do challenging work, and the first time we do anything, it's hard. The first time I started cooking, I was like, I never want to cook again. But then I thought, well, that's not realistic. I'm going to have to eat. And so I tried and tried and tried, and I got better. And so I try to share stories like that with my students. So if you could do something like that, that would be really helpful. Just encouraging them to persist through challenges. So that's their journal that they'll need to do every day for the whole month of August. And you can see the second item on their playlist for August is the A-B page. So you can see this is labeled 8/19. So A is for apple, they would trace the A's. A is for ant, A is for astronaut. So they would trace the A's. They could practice coloring and staying in the lines. All that stuff is helping with their fine motor skills, which is so good for them later on in life. So that, you know, really encouraging them to try to stay in the lines. I also encourage them to say, you know, what color are apples? They aren't blue. They could be green or yellow or red or a combination, but we need to color what makes sense when we're coloring realistic pictures. And you could see the A-B page. This is also labeled 8/19 for you, and this is labeled 8/19. So they need to do 3 pages a day. For this page, if they can, we like to do rainbow writing, which is where they trace it in red and then they trace it in orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And then they're practicing their handwriting. Again, a lot of times with these pages, the kids will make a really big A, and I'll encourage them, they need to trace the dotted lines, and they need to try to write like a kindergartner and write on the lines. And then you can see the C and D pages are for 8/20. So we try to make this as easy to follow as possible, but of course, if you have questions, please reach out to me. So they need to do 1 page of this, 3 pages in this a day, and then their shape book. So as you could see, they were supposed to do the circle page. So all they do, this is 2 pages. They're doing Cindy circle. So they're tracing the circle, and then after they practice tracing, they'll try to do circles on their own. So that's for the first week of school. The second week of school is again the journal. This time it's this packet, which goes G through P, and they're going to do the last page of their shape book, and then they will do their number pages. So for this, they'll write the number 1, they'll put one little dot in the tens frame, they'll draw one object. I always draw one coffee cup because I like coffee. They could draw one lollipop, whatever they like. Tally marks, just one, write the word 1, O-N-E, it's up here for them, and then they could color the pictures. So 1 will be for, or 1 and 2 are on the 25th, 3 and 4 are on the 26th, 5 and 6 on the 27th, 7 and 8 are on the 28th, 9 and 10 are on the 31st. And now you know all what to do in August.